The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome back to the show. Bryan Fischer's latest conspiracy theory is that Barack Obama's wedding ring proves that President Obama might be a closeted Muslim. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to the video of Bryan Fischer explaining this incredible theory to us, Lewis, because it is, like I said, quite a theory. This is focal point. Bryan Fischer, of course, has been a guest on this show many times. He said famously to me that the rectal wall is only 1 cell thick, and that he agrees with the gay porn stars about something. I don't even know what.
I suspect that they are very squeamish about Obama's favoritism for Islam. They know that it's bad for him politically if he is perceived to be showing unfair favoritism toward the Islamic faith. And if he's got a ring, and I believe he does, you know, I've looked at the photographic evidence. We've seen some research on this. There's an academic expert at
So let me refer to what he's talking about there. What he's referring to there is that earlier this month, WorldNet Daily resident birther Jerome Corsi put out a conspiracy theory that the president's ring is, quote, adorned with the first part of the Islamic declaration of faith, the Shahada. There is no God except Allah. And he claims to have spoken to experts, like, for example, the producer of that anti-Obama movie Dreams from My Real Father, Joel Gilbert. And he concluded that the ring means Islam is significant. That's the context for Bryan Fischer here. Let's continue.
University that's verified that is the inscription on President Obama's ring, and it's not just a wedding ring, Chip. There are photographs of him wearing that ring since the early 1980s. Now, it became his wedding ring. That's the ring that Michelle Obama put back on his finger when they got married, but he'd been wearing it for 10 or 11 years before they got married. And the inscription, according to this academic expert at Duke and one other prestigious university, verified it. Yes, the inscription on his ring says, "There is no God but Allah." Literally, it says, "No God but Allah." It's very succinct and brief.
Yeah.
And that would be, you know, the reason you haven't seen any of that in the mainstream media. I mean, the mainstream media has not even discussed that. And I think the reason they do not want to discuss that is it would kind of raise the possibility that Barack Obama may in fact
lose, I think is what he was getting to there. Listen, the reason the mainstream media is not talking about it is because they've lost enough credibility by giving the birth certificate nonsense so much play for years. At least I would hope that's why they're not talking about it. The other thing that's funny is Obama, right? Smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, eating pork, loving Israel, communist, elitist, and he's a Muslim. He's really a Muslim. Got it, Bryan. Thanks. Bryan Fischer, spot-on analysis.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.